Hello and welcome to Social Media Weekly, episode 14th October 2020. Social Media Weekly is brought to you by Virtual Peddlers Marketing, rehumanizing your marketing experience. My name is Sean. I am back 2 weeks after a little break. Yes, I've been having a lot of breaks lately, but that's because I've been trying to take advantage of the little freedom we had between the lockdowns, and of which we are locked down again by state, district, state, region. I don't even know how to define this. I guess we'll be a bit more frequent from now on. Anyhow, this week's news of the bi-weekly. Instagram commits to global shopping on IGTV. Message everyone with Instagram threads. Pakistan bans TikTok for, quote, immoral and indecent videos. New Instagram record holder is David Attenborough. WordPress blogs can now automatically post to Twitter. Back to the news. Instagram commits to global shopping on IGTV. We've been reporting about Instagram's plans to bring shopping to its platform globally for a while now. The problem is, most countries will never seem to get this feature. Instagram has been talking about this for the longest time, and I don't even know if I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're testing it here, testing it there, and they've been doing all this bunch of testings for a while now. God knows when it's coming to us. Anyway, just to recap on what shopping means for Instagram, it's actually the ability to buy products directly from Instagram without leaving the app. This means brands don't need external shopping websites like Shopify or Magento in order to put the products in and do the entire payment system all the way till checkout. As of now, the experience is very choppy. Some experimental markets get full checkout capabilities. Others need to work with participating websites like Shopify. The rest of the world only gets to see shopping tags on their posts. Ultimately, Instagram wants to let us buy products from inside their app so they can make a transactional fee and also pool some money into the Facebook Pay platform for other financial means. Just last week, Instagram reinforces their commitment to bring shopping to the whole world, perhaps fueled by the potential money to be made in today's pandemic circumstances. The company said they will also include Reels into the pipeline on top of IGTV and Instagram proper. It is a good plan, but there is a problem. 3/4 of the world don't even have Reels yet, so we need to get this going on first before you get shopping. Right, so what's good about shopping on Instagram is that there is a pro and con, right? The pro about it is, right now, if you want to set up an e-commerce platform, there are two ways to go about it. Number one, you got to use e-commerce platforms like Lazada and Shopee, or Amazon and eBay for the other parts of the world. The good thing about it is it's fairly easy to upload, manage your SKUs, images, descriptions, and everything. But the downside there is that it's fair game for everybody in Lazada. So while your potential customers are surfing and looking for your products, Lazada is also actively trying to get them to look at other competing products as well. And it ultimately comes down to a price game, price war. If someone down prices yours, they win, assuming two products are equal. So it is a very vicious market there. The other end is to have your own website, your own e-commerce platform website, selling your own products, in which the easiest way to set this up is using a Shopify website, in which it's okay, but then the complicated part comes, and expensive part comes, is that you need to work with kind of like a payment platform. In Malaysia, it would be iPay88, MolePay, KipplePay, and the lot. If you want to use the international ones like Stripe and PayPal, it works as well with Visa and Master, but you can't handle bank transactions. So if you have customers who prefer bank transactions, then that would be a problem for you. So what Instagram shopping would solve is all these things. You don't need to set up your own website. You don't need to pay all these unnecessary transaction fees for everything. You don't need to pay subscription for like things like Shopify and everything just to put your product into the store. But the downside of it is Facebook kind of controls everything that happens. Of course, with competition, Facebook will always try to ensure the transaction fee is as low as possible, but you can't be sure that it will stay forever. So that is a little bit of a pro and con, and especially for people who are a little bit anti-Facebook for its mismanagement of private information, private data, then there'll be a bit of a problem as well. But on the good side, Instagram is a very visual platform, and for brands, it's where everybody goes to check out a lot of stuff when it comes to fashion. They get influenced by a lot of people in terms of what to wear, what to buy, and what to look like, and it's a very good place for shopping as well. So let's just hope Instagram brings it to the rest of the world very soon. Message everyone with Instagram Threads. I know most of you don't already know this, but Instagram has a standalone app made specifically for chatting with close friends, and it's called Threads. It was released October last year. It's essentially Instagram chat with close friends only. And you also get to see stories from those close friends as well. Without the active feed, the explore and all these other little stuff, the hashtags and everything, you can't do all those stuff. So it's very focused on connecting with close friends only. In the process of merging all chats together, Threads now also support chats with people who are not your close friends, but it's still chats. Just flip a toggle on the top side of your app and you will switch between buddies and the rest of the world. Threads is actually good for people who are trying to reduce their screen time on social media, but still want to keep in touch via chats. Kind of like what Messenger is to Facebook. On good days, I prefer to use Threads more than Instagram because number one, previously, I don't get to bother myself with messages from people who I don't consider as close friends. And number two, I don't lose myself in the content, the social media content of Instagram, which is primarily news feeds and also stories from people who are not considered my close friends. But right now, after they open up chats with everybody else, then I would assume, I guess, addiction is back in the menu for Instagram, right? So before you know it, you get to see stories popping up by people who are not considered your close friends as well. So boom, reset. Pakistan bans TikTok for, quote, immoral and indecent videos. Finally, there is one thing Pakistan and India are agreeing on. It's this. The Pakistan Telecommunications Authority issued warnings to TikTok for a few months now, citing complaints from different segments of the society over indecent videos. There were no specifics as to which videos were deemed indecent, and we don't really understand what is the difference between TikTok's content in Pakistan and India and the rest of the world. Perhaps their way of localizing content is so specific that these are the kind of content that people in Pakistan and India are specifically looking for and getting attracted to. But in our experience on TikTok, we kind of see a lot of content from all over the world on the Discover site. So I don't know. In any case, there is another reason. Perhaps it's a better excuse to remove China's prying eyes from their borders, in which it becomes a political agenda. And if it's political, then the positive takeout from this is that at least Pakistan and India have something in common. So yeah. New Instagram record holder is David Attenborough. Sir David Attenborough, who is famous for his narration of documentaries like BBC's The Blue Planet, Netflix, Our Planet, and most recently Alive on Our Planet, which is also available on Netflix, joined Instagram 3 weeks ago. And in just 4 hours and 44 minutes, he amassed 1 million followers and moving on to raking up 4 times more than amount. It beat the previous record holder Jennifer Aniston, who did it in 5 hours and 16 seconds. I don't think I need to explain to you who Jennifer Aniston is. If I still have to do that, then I don't know which generation you're born in. Sir Attenborough is using his Instagram account to spread news on how critical our climate issues are today and how we can still make a change. He says, this is the best way to reach younger audiences, which I agree, who we can all agree are the future of the world. We old folks are too obsessed with generating wealth at the expense of the world's resources, and it's up to the young ones to reverse the damages we caused. David Attenborough is like 94, 95 years old now. So this, if you were to follow his Instagram feed, it does feel like his final will and testament. He has been in this, in the field of conservation and as a naturalist for the longest time now, for many, many years, as a narrator and a presenter of these shows. And I think he is taking it up upon himself to bestow on us his final will and testament, I guess, before his departure. And I mean, if half of us have the decency to want to bring the world to the future where our kids and their kids can enjoy how it is like we did, how it is like when we were kids, I think you have to follow his Instagram account, listen to what he has to say, and probably sit down and think about what does the world mean to us, and do we really need to amass all this wealth at the expense of the world? Okay, back to something a bit brighter and more social media. WordPress blogs can now automatically post on Twitter. If you are a brand with regular blog updates and love using Twitter to share these content, you're in luck. WordPress has just announced a way to automatically enable this feature. By toggling a button, you can automatically tweet out every word of your blog post onto Twitter alongside any images and videos they uploaded onto the blog, WordPress blog. They will be threaded, so you may want to learn how Twitter cuts off each section into threads. They kind of apply a certain AI, but it's not exactly that smart. So if you were to structure your sentence a bit wrong, construct a sentence a bit too willy-nilly, the threads may be cut halfway somewhere. But if done right, it kind of, each thread leads on to the next one with a little bit of a lure, which it's kind of nice. This is actually WordPress move to convert followers of their accounts on Twitter into blog subscribers on WordPress. If you're interested, all you have to do is update your Jetpack to 9.0 and look for a button. I think it's a green button with a flash or something on the top right side. Alright, so that's all for Social Media Weekly this week. Social Media Weekly podcast available on Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Our full videos are available on YouTube, and we post bits and clips on Instagram and Facebook. I know I haven't been posting much clips on Instagram and Facebook. We have been quite busy. I promise I will get back to it as soon as I can. This is Social Media Weekly, episode 14th October 2020. My name is Sean. Stay safe, wear a mask. Au revoir.